Hi guys, welcome back. So this is just going to be a special episode that we're going to do because we've finished the first season of Vikings. What we're going to do in this episode is we're going to go through, see what Nathan thinks of the first season, what he likes best, what he doesn't, what his hopes for the future of the series are, and then me and Adam will chirp in with our opinions. Because obviously we've seen this before and we absolutely love it. So, yeah, without further ado, I'm Anthony. With me
Sup?
is Nathan and Adam. If we got camera wave wise. And yeah, so Vikings season 1, Nathan. What are your initial thoughts?
My
of the
initial
series so far?
thoughts are that I came into this thinking it's going to be good. It's very highly rated. All the friend groups that I have that have seen it have talked about it with a high standard. But actually getting into it and watching the first season, it's probably one of the best things I've seen in a very long time. Like, everything about it just feels like it deserves my attention. Nothing is wasted at any 1 second of that show.
Yeah, that's something I really like about Vikings as well, is that it holds your attention like really well. And like even the conversation scenes that are like filling the gaps and filling time, they keep you engaged really well.
When they're having a conversation, it's important, but a comparison where he said about the conversation, I was thinking in other shows like The Walking Dead, when they talk, they'll hold each other and just look at each other and then say the next sentence. But when they do that in Vikings, something hits different about it. It seems like that pause is needed. And it works in that show. It just blends well.
Yeah, it does. And I think that's largely because of how the characters are. Like, with Ragnar, if he says something, there's a purpose for it. Sort of thing, if that makes sense.
Sorry,
go on, Nathan. No, you're all right, Nathan. You crack on.
The thing about with Ragnar when he talks is everything he says is important. Even if it's a little line, every piece of context or dialogue that he puts forth is needed every second because he's that good.
Absolutely.
He's always calculating. He's always calculating his thoughts and always planning like 50 steps ahead. Well, you talked about the little gaps in between talking, and that's what he's doing. He's choosing his words carefully.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that 100%. So, if you were gonna say for the first season right now, Nathan, who would your top 3 favorite characters be?
I'm going to cheat and I'm not going to include Ragnar because Ragnar's that good. He takes the top, so I'm not going to include him. But top 3 right now it's Floki. It's, even though he's done some shit, it's Rolo. And for a third, who could it be for a third? Ah, God, that's it's going to have to go to his son. Beyond, something about this, I like this kid. I want to see this kid go far.
Yeah, that's a pretty fair top 3.
What about my homegirl?
If I was to do
Lagatha.
She's good.
Yeah, well,
I know.
3, if I was gonna say my top 3, not including Ragnar, I'd probably say Lagatha, Bjorn, and Floki. In no order, really. I couldn't put them 3 in an order if I tried. I just love them so much. What about yours, Adam?
My top 3 would be, like you said, no particular order: Lagatha, Floki, and Athelstan.
I forgot about Athelstan. I completely forgot about Athelstan.
The thing is, they're all amazing characters, even the bit part characters.
Yeah.
Like Leaf and
yeah,
One Eye.
Yeah. Even the hated characters deserve their screen time.
Yeah. Nathan's best friend.
And in editing, can we just re-see him dying? Makes me feel good.
Kill him. Kill him!
Yes, I will replay that in editing. So, being that they're potentially your top characters of the season so far, or the series so far, what was your favourite character moment?
My favourite character moment. Well, there's a part in my heart that wants to say bald bitch dying, but if I had to say my favourite moment, I'm torn between a couple of them, but my favourite scene, it just sticks to me when I look at it, is when Ragnar goes up onto the hill and sits there and just watches out onto the ocean.
Oh yeah, when he prepares himself.
Yeah, and just that line how Ethelstan says, "I know what he's doing. He's preparing," and it just cuts to Ragnar looking still, and it has so much power behind that scene. It's such a There's so many other scenes, but something about that sticks with me because it sets up who Ragnar is. He is power.
I really like the follow-up scene to that as well, where Athelstan confronts Ragnar, sort of, and he says, "I know what you were doing. You were making yourself strong." But Ragnar replies, "Maybe not strong enough." Felt that hits very hard as well because he's always expecting the best from himself. Yeah. And whatever he can do for himself, it'll never be enough, no matter how much he tries.
His ambitions are great, and he could make most of them.
Yeah. What about you, Adam? What would yours be?
I'm going to be a little bit childish here and say any scene with Floki in it because he just makes me fucking smile so much.
Yeah. No, valid.
Yeah. He's just always got that fucking grin on his face. I'm going to quote something here. That smile. That damn smile is where it all started.
So you see, that's where the trouble began. That smile. That damn smile.
That's fair.
No, he has a point. Allow it.
But yeah, Floki for me is probably the greatest character of season 1 for me. I know I said not put in particular order, but I love Floki so much.
Yeah, he is a really unhinged character, but in a way that like can only make you smile.
You just want to cuddle him.
Yeah. Well, if you did, he'd probably
that's what I mean.
In your neck.
You just want to cuddle him, but you know you can't.
Yeah.
Like the tigers at the zoo, they look fluffy, but I just know.
Exactly, yeah.
It's a bit dangerous.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah. So we've got your thoughts on your top 3, your thoughts on your favourite character moment. So now I'm gonna say, ask, what is your favourite episode of season 1 so far?
Of season 1, being that like I know a lot in, it's going to get a bit philosophical here, but in our modern society, in fact, like the Viking lore and thing is like quite a touched on subject because it's attractive to people. Yeah. But the episode where they do the ceremony, I think it's episode 8, possibly, where they have the sacrifice and the partying.
Yeah.
The celebration. Yeah, because it was such a intense scene, but it leads off the sadness of the last episode as well. So it's like, damn, this is how it is in Viking times. It's not just the battle. They did have moments of brotherhood. It was good.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with that as well. That'd be mine as well. I think it was quite a heavy episode, because they were originally going to try and sacrifice Athelstan, but Seer could tell that he hadn't renounced his own god, and that he was still a Christian. So that kind of forced things to go a bit awry. And
big up my man Leaf.
Yeah.
Big up the Homer.
Because he was happy to sacrifice himself for not only for himself but also for his friends, because he knew that one of them there had to. Yeah, he knew that if nobody there would be able to do it, that they'd suffer from the gods. So, break it off of your favourite episode then, which was your least favourite episode of season 1?
Least favourite. I can't say it's my least favorite episode, but it had my least favorite moment.
Yeah.
When the original Jarl attacked Ragnar's camp, it was such a bitch move.
Yeah.
The way that he did it, and I just the entire time I was like, "You fucking bitch." Oh,
yeah,
it aggravated me.
I agree. That really showed that the owls
Pettiness,
scared.
lack of a better word, I suppose.
Pettiness and how much he was scared of Ragnar as well.
But like he said later in the episodes, it was also due to respect because he respects him because he was him at one point and he knew if he didn't handle it. Like, you understood where he was coming from, but bro, come on.
Yeah, I understand that, and I also think that that's the reason why Ragnar gives him a good death as well, where he slits his wrists and lets him bleed out. Well, I say good death. There is no good death, but the Vikings,
it all sucks.
Yeah. I'd probably say my least favorite episode of season 1 would be yeah, it probably is that episode, if I'm honest. It's really hard to choose like a least favorite of the first season because it's all so good.
That's the predicament I'm in. If you're going to ask me that same question, I can't really pick one.
Yeah, because it's the worst of a really good bunch, sort of thing.
Yeah, but that worst moment is probably still better than a load of other shows' best episode.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. So, branching off of that, what are your thoughts now going into season 2 with what happened at the end of season 1?
Well, season 2, leaving off the two biggest points for me, which was Rollo's basic betrayal of Ragnar and the higher, I don't know what his title is, king, and Ragnar accepting, oh damn, she pregnant. Going into that, obviously the betrayal's going to be a big thing. I reckon we're going to see a fight at some point with that. I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen with Ragnar's kid, because, oh boy, when his wife finds out, that's going to be fun as anything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Like to be on Lagatha's bad side, that's for sure.
She scares me, she does. With the fact of, like, Ragnar is this guy's messenger, though, I wonder if we're going to see, like, a bit more the political side of the whole Viking things, where it's not just, we fight you, you fight us. If we're going to be like, we'll see Ragnar work on trade deals, stuff like that, in the future, because that's interesting to me.
Yeah, who knows? That'll be something that could potentially show up. With going into season 2, I feel like things will start to get a little bit quicker now that we've got most things established. So, in terms of we know who Ragnar is, whose family is, who's around Ragnar, that sort of thing. So I think things will start really picking up now going into season 2 and get a little bit quicker. A lot more will happen. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into season 2 with you guys. And with that said, do you guys have any predictions going into season 2?
I can't really say because I've seen it, so I'll be treading on territory.
Yeah.
I think this will happen. One prediction that I have is I just feel that Ragnar's going to get a lot of power really quickly at one point. I feel like Ragnar's going to escalate, like he got Jarl, but you know that's not the end. Like, he's going to get something big.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, so that has been our thoughts, opinions on season 1 so far. Well, it's been Nathan's. We hope to catch you all for season 2. It should be coming out next week, hopefully. So yeah, thanks for watching and peace, guys.
Love you, fools.
Deuces.